Hello there, everyone. Right now it's 3 p.m. or 3:01 on February 1st. For today's announcements, we have a visitor at the campsite. I hope the entire island's joining me in giving our guest a warm welcome. That's all for now. I hope you all have the loveliest of lovely days. Yep, it's the first day of February. Crazy, isn't it? Yes. Yes. And we got some letter from Mom. And, oh, it's something we hang on the wall. Okay. Let's come up here. And let's praise be unto Helix. There we go. That's a little better. All right. So, today I know I said we were probably going to do Cyber Shadow, and my hope is that we might still. But Nintendo had an investors meeting last night, and they shared a bunch of information about, like, basically about the last quarter, how things ended at December 31st. And I thought we should talk about that. Because there's a lot of stuff. Plus, there's a lot of other things Nintendo said as well. So, I think it just makes sense to talk about all of this. And depending on how long that goes, we might not get around to Cyber Shadow today. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we'll see. Was that a... I know that... Ooh, I know there's the fossil up here. So yeah, Nintendo had their investors meeting, and we found out how many... The Switch has sold 79 million units. That's a crazy number. Let's see who this is first. Oh. Ricky. Ricky Ticky Tabby? God, nope. No thank you, Ricky. You wake up little Ricky in the middle of the night. Hey, friendly gamer, how you doing? But yeah, so Nintendo Switch has sold 79 million units. That's more than the 3DS, but it's still, like, barely halfway there to the DS, which the DS sold, like, 150 million units. But the Switch is slowly getting there. Slowly over slowly. And then don't even get me started on the fucking PS2. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, so the Switch is doing insanely well. Yeah, sure. I'll go deliver your gift to Carmen. Hey, Coco. Coco, how you doing? So yeah, that's crazy numbers for the Switch, and it's just showing the Switch is doing really well. Do you have a... Nope. Sadly, nobody gets into the island and nobody gets out. I'm stuck here, forever trapped, alone. Forever trapped. Oh, God. Yeah, 79 million. And so also with these numbers, so we got Switch sales numbers, 79 million, which is crazy. But on top of that, we also got sales numbers for like how good games are selling. And just to highlight the top 10, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe at 9.8 million units. I still hate New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and I do personally. I mean, it's a good game, but to sell almost 10 million units, what the fuck? Especially because I blame it for cannibalizing Mario Maker 2 sales, which is at a decent 6.9 million. But even still, Nintendo considered Mario Maker 2 a failure, so fuck everything. And that's why it didn't get as much support as it should have. Fuck everything. But yeah, Ring Fit Adventure sold 8.6 million, which, I mean, I think Emron.com pointed out that it's the best. If that's true, right? Ring Fit Adventure sold 9.8 million. That makes it the best-selling new RPG IP of the generation. Ooh, I've never seen this before. A fossil in the tree garden. So yeah, Ring Fit Adventure is doing insanely well. Luigi's Mansion's at 9.3 million. Age of Calamity is at 2.8 million, which that's a pretty good number. I mean, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is at 1.94 million, which means it's the best-selling Pikmin game of all time. Which just shows you how little the Pikmin games sell, that they barely get they barely get 2 million, which technically Pikmin 3 isn't even at yet. God, I hope we get a Pikmin 4. I did my part. I promoted the hell out of Pikmin 3. It's a good game. We're going to do it on stream at some point later in the year. But fuck. I wish Pikmin 3 was doing better. Because it's such a good game. Pikmin 3's... Pikmin games are so good, and they just... Like Metroid games. Metroid games just don't sell... They're good games. Super Metroid's one of the best games of all time. And they just don't sell as well as anything else. And we'll bring that back up in a minute. Oh, there's our message in the bottle. But yeah, so next up, so that New Super Mario Brothers is the 10th best-selling Switch game. Splatoon 2 has sold 11 million. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has sold 13 million. Super Mario Party has sold 13.82 million. That's another one that I'm just like, kind of like New Super Mario Brothers U, because Super Mario Party is not the worst game ever, not by a long shot even, but still, it's nothing compared to some of the other New Super Mario Brothers game, or to some of the other, to the first 8 Mario Parties, which I'll stand by all the original 8 Mario Parties. I know some people only like the first, 3, or some people only like 5 and 6. No, the first 8 are good games. All the ones done by Hudson Soft before they went out of business, those are all good games. It's the second ND Cube took over that Mario Party started falling apart. But it's selling really well, which is why I'm amazed it never got any DLC. My presumption is that they're just working on Super Mario Party 2, which I would not be surprised if we get this year. In all seriousness, I would not, if we get a Super Mario Party 2 this year, I would not be surprised. Even though preferably I just want a remake of Super Mario Party. Or of not Super Mario Party. I want a remake of the first three. Basically, give the first three Mario Parties the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy treatment. Just remake them, right? Just take those games, preserve them, and make them look really good. That's what I want the next Mario Party to be. But that's not going to happen. We're probably going to get another bullshit ND Cube one. And I don't even hate ND Cube as a developer. Like, I don't know. I have enjoyed some of the things. Super Mario Party, the one time I played it, it was fine. But still, ND Cube just... Oh my god. And give it proper online. I know Nintendo... I'm grateful for Nintendo for keeping alive couch co-op gaming. But just allow people to play online Mario Party with their friends. People would love the shit out of that. Because, you know, that sounds like a lot of fun. Especially with we're in quarantine now. Where nobody can get together to play Mario Party in the first place. Right? I don't know. That just pisses me off. That they put in like the bare minimum effort. And it was just fucking garbage in Super Mario Party. What a disappointment. Still better than Mario Party 9 and 10. Even though I'm 10... Okay, 9 as an experiment, I'm willing to give a pass. They tried something new. Oh, hey, look, we got some... I didn't even notice this earlier. We have decorations for Festival up. I didn't even notice that earlier. Huh. Mario Party 9, I'm willing to give a pass. They tried something new. It worked okay, but they shouldn't have done it in 10. And 10 had Bowser Party, which is an amazing idea that they just completely fucked up the execution of. Right? Bowser Party should have been this amazing thing, and it just sucked. Ah, God, I still hate that. I still hate... What could have been? Going back to it, Mario Odyssey at 20 million.35, Pokemon Sword and Shield at 20 million.35, making it the 5th best-selling Switch game, but it's also now the 2nd best-selling Pokemon game behind only the original Red and Blue, which sold like 47 million units or something like that. So yeah, Sword and Shield's despite all of the complaints people have about it, many of which are justified, some of which I think were blown out of proportion a little too much, but many of which are justified because it's a terribly flawed game. Pokemon Sword and Shield is still doing insanely well. It truly is. But yeah, it overtook, with this new financials, it overtook Gold and Silver. So yeah, it's now the 2nd best-selling games. And that's crazy to think about, but yeah. Next up is Breath of the Wild at 21 million. I think Breath of the Wild is the best-selling Switch game, or best-selling Zelda game. I don't know, I feel like we've known that for a while. Because admittedly, Zelda games never sold, like, they sold good, but they never sold, like, amazing like Mario did. But Breath of the Wild is the one Zelda game that's like, oh, this is selling extremely well. I mean, 1 in every 4 Switch users have Breath of the Wild, just to put that into perspective. Smash Ultimate, same thing, 1 in every 4 at 22.85 million. That's a lot of sales. That's a lot of sales. But it's a really good game. I love me Smash Ultimate. It's a lot of fun. It is the best Smash Bros. Game. No questions. And then number 2 at 31.18 million sales. Animal Crossing New Horizons. The very game we're playing right now. That's a lot of sales. Now, right, that's almost right at 79.87 million Switch sales. That almost means that 1 in every 2 Switch owners has Animal Crossing New Horizons. I mean, we're still about 10 million off from that. So right now it's 3/8. But it's getting close. That's fucking crazy. And also, just to put that in another perspective, Animal Crossing New Horizons is the 15th best-selling game of all time. Yeah. Yeah. And part of that is quarantine, right? When quarantine first started, because of this whole COVID, everyone was picking up Animal Crossing. And yeah, that's clearly reflected in the sales. But yeah, I think Animal Crossing is clearly Nintendo's right there. It's one of Nintendo's biggest franchises. It's now up there with Zelda and Pokemon and Mario, and I guess that's it. I mean, Mario Kart is Mario, I guess, so yeah. Oh, you stupid... Oh god, that dung beetle. So yeah, Animal Crossing is doing insanely well, and a lot of people, it's doing well. It's continuing. It's gonna continue to do well. It's only a matter of time. I would not be surprised if in the March financial report we find out that it's past the #1 game, which is still Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at 33.41 million units. That's a lot of fucking units as well. And combine that with the sales of the Wii U version, which I'm sure there was a lot of double dipping in there. If you combine both the Switch port and the original on Wii U, that's like 41 million sales, which makes it the best-selling Mario Kart of all time. I gotta learn to tie I gotta learn to tie shoes. That's what Cherry told me. She thinks it's selfish of me not to learn, so I want to learn. Gotta do the part to keep my foot from tripping. But hardly anyone around here wears shoes, so how do I learn to tie shoes? Practice on my shoes? Really? Yeah, that could work. And we'll start soon-ish, on something easy like flip-flops. So that's what their conversation was about? Some days I get myself super hyped. Huh. That's what that was a weird conversation. Okay, you two. Hey, it was something I hadn't seen before. But yeah, so Mario Kart 8, combining the two versions, Mario Kart 8 is not only the best-selling Mario Kart game, but yeah, it is the best-selling Mario Kart game. Which is also, that's crazy to think about, being the best-selling Mario Kart game. And also, again, like Super Mario Party, I'm surprised they didn't put out any DLC for it. Because I don't think they're gonna... Because personally, I was always hoping for a Mario Kart 9, but with Mario Kart 8 being the best-selling Switch game, I don't think we're getting a Mario Kart 9 anytime soon. And you'd think they because the original Mario Kart 8 had DLC, so you figured they just put out some more, but clearly they have no intention of doing that. I don't know. It's just a weird scenario there. I hope we get a Mario Kart 9, because I still don't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've never prioritized it because, you know, I had the Wii U version, and the new stuff added in the Switch version wasn't enough to, like, take me over. I mean, the new stuff... Really, that's most 3D ports. The new stuff isn't enough to take me over. I'll take the mom crown, sure. I got a delivery for you. From your good friend. I think this was Lucky. Lucky got this for me. What is this? I'm gonna open it. Oh my gosh. A ninja Don't you already have a ninja costume? Yeah, I did. I swear you already had like an orange one of those. Whatever, it's fine. And we got a futon. But yeah. Also, when did it? Yeah, I should just bring up what Emron Khan said. Give me a second. I'll find it. It was like looked at the Switch numbers and was like, here's some observations I made. So this is Emron Khan. Looking over Nintendo's latest sales numbers, someone correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think Ring Fit Adventure is the best-selling new JRPG IP this generation. I'm struggling to find anything else that has sold more than 8.5 million units. Some more observations. Xenoblade Definitive Edition is unlikely to catch up to Xenoblade 2, but it's done really well for a third release of the game. Super Mario Bros. 3D All-Stars far outsold Super Mario Maker's 2. I didn't even see 3D All-Stars has sold 8.32 million units, which is basically 1 million more, or which is 2 million more than Mario Maker 2. Yeah. Let's sell everything. Also, I just noticed the stall there, and we're for sure going to buy that. We'll keep the futon. And I forgot to open the bottle. Let's see. Age of Calamity is the best-selling Musou title of all time. We actually already knew that. It was like the best-selling Musou title within like 2 weeks of its release. It happened rather quickly. Let's check turnip prices. We had a small spike last week. And our price is 111. It's fluctuating this week. We're at a fluctuating price point. Yeah, I can already tell. But yeah. Let's see. What else do we have in here? I'm gonna buy the heck out of this. Yep, I'll buy it. For now through festival, so don't miss out. We already have that. Let's see what other things. Animal Crossing has almost overtaken Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, we know that. Super Mario 3D World on Wii U sold 5.8 million. So if the Switch port sells proportionally well as New Super Mario Bros. U did, it should theoretically hit 10 million sales. Which, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I know there's a lot of hype for this whole thing, especially with the Bowser's Fury thing, and yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. The Origami King could theoretically catch up to Super Paper Mario as the best-selling Paper Mario game. I didn't see where was Origami King on this? Xenoblade Chronicles at 1.48 million. Clubhouse Games at 2.6 million. Luigi's Mansion at 9.3. Origami King at 3 million sales. Again, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. Again, it's hard to tell with Nintendo, because again, they considered Mario Maker 2 a failure, and it sold 6 million units. And again, I blame New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It sold so well, and it cannibalized some of Mario Maker 2 sales. I'll stand by that. Let's see. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is the best-selling Pikmin game at just under 2 million units. Kind of speaks for how bad Pikmin sells. It sucks, but it's true. God, I wish Pikmin did better. And you know, it's funny because I don't like. I'm always rooting for Pikmin. I don't even love Pikmin. Like, it's not like one of my favorite Nintendo series or anything. But I don't know. I guess I'm just really rooting for it. And then Luigi's Mansion 3 sold more in its last 2 quarters than Metroid Prime 2 sold, period. So Luigi's Mansion 3 is doing well, but also with Metroid, Animal Crossing's sell right at 30 million units. At 31 million, right? Animal Crossing New Horizons has sold more than every Metroid game combined. So, right, all 3 Metroid Primes, the original, Super Metroid, Metroid 2, Zero Mission, Fusion, Other M, all of those games have sold less than Animal Crossing New Horizons. That fucking sucks. I'm amazed Metroid doesn't do better. Maybe it's just because Super Metroid is treated with, like, such high caliber and is regarded as, like, one of the greatest games of all time that I think the series would sell better, but it really doesn't. Help my villager Mary wants to move out. Just tell him not to move out. It's worked for me. And then, of course, the villagers you want to move out never leave. At least they won't leave without telling you first. That's the good thing. Because that wasn't always the case, but in one of the updates they made it so that if a villager is going to leave your island, they have to ask to leave. But yeah, those are Nintendo sales numbers. Those are some crazy sales. I'm amazed at how well Animal Crossing is doing. Like, I knew it was going to be doing well, but 30 mil, right? I'm honestly surprised with the Christmas season, it hasn't overtaken Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, it's still doing well, but I'm surprised it hasn't overtaken Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Because that would not have surprised me. It really wouldn't have. Let's see. Next up, so we had more Nintendo news. This one's, I don't know when this is, but it's Nintendo replacing the multiplayer server system that it has been using for almost 2 decades. I've said before that when it comes to the understanding of the internet, Nintendo is stuck in the year 1998. Right? I've said that before, and I still stand by it. But Nintendo has finally said that, no, we're replacing our old internet system that they have been using, right, for the Wii U and the 3DS and all that, even technically back to the GameCube. Because the GameCube technically had online support, even though it never used it, because Nintendo was scared of big bad piracy. You know, like I said, Nintendo's understanding of the internet is still stuck in 1998. But it's from this, right? So they're shifting from the NEX, which is their system, to a new system called NPLN, which Monster Hunter Rise will be the first game to use. I mean, that's cool. It doesn't help Splatoon. That doesn't mean Splatoon, Mario Kart, or Smash Bros is getting better online. But hey, maybe Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 9 will. Maybe, we can hope. We can hope. But as someone, right, so I always say Nintendo is stuck in 1999 when it comes to online. And this is a quote from the Twitter user Oatmeal Dome, I mean. He says, so this is from an article at Nintendo Everything. Right, this is the article, and it says, NEX is at least 18 years old by now, so it's dated. You might be surprised to hear this, but the Splatoon 2 version has an unused function to check to see if it's running Windows 98. Yeah, Nintendo's stuck in 1998, and that's how old their systems are. Fuck. And fuck Nintendo, because they're charging us money for this shit. Fuck Nintendo. Ugh. Oh, did we not check? Ugh, God damn it. I always hate when we forget to check this. But this is a good thing. Hopefully their next online system that they use in like Monster Hunter Rise and whatnot will work better. I kind of doubt it, but hey, a man can dream. You know, a man can dream. So we have all this stuff which we bought before. Some of this goes on sale in what, 2 days, 2 or 3 days. Is Groundhog's Day tomorrow? I always forget Groundhog's Day. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Huh. I don't have any plans for that. But we can buy a heart-shaped bouquet. And we're just going to buy a bunch of chocolates. There is no Valentine's Day event in game, but like I said a few days ago, fine, we'll do it ourselves. So I'm going to keep buying chocolates and, I don't know, we'll do something stupid. We'll figure it out, shall we? Yeah, so it's good Nintendo's getting rid of their old crappy online system. That's good. I don't think anything, I mean, maybe Monster Hunter Rise will have good online. Part of me is kind of hesitant. Because Nintendo is still Nintendo after all. And they keep doing shit like this. So who else? We gotta visit a few more people today. I think we gotta visit Marshall, wherever he is. Yeah. So yeah, and then next up there's one more piece of Nintendo news. It's just simply Furukawa, president of Nintendo, has said that they aren't planning to release a new Switch model anytime soon. Let's see, is there a direct quote or anything? During a financial call, Nintendo's latest... This is also from Nintendo Everything. Nintendo's Shintaro Furukawa said the company isn't planning on making announcements anytime soon. Now, right, because the Switch is still selling insanely well, so it's not like they need a new model of the Switch per se, right? And that maybe Nintendo's holding off. My guess before has been that Nintendo is waiting until Breath of the Wild 2. That the Switch Pro that everyone's been calling it will probably happen it'll release same day in, day out as Breath of the Wild 2, or maybe like a Mario Odyssey 2, even though I kind of doubt that. I think Breath of the Wild 2 is more likely to happen. Audie's here, Cherry's here. Huh, so Marshall is around. Because I think the only person we haven't talked to is Marshall. Yeah. Oh, speaking of the devil. Another day in paradise, or as I like to call it, Paya. Oh, that's sweet. So yeah, a new Nintendo Switch. New Nintendo Switch would just be the worst fucking name ever. Super Switch, which I don't love. Switch Max is another one I've seen tossed around. Switch Max would be okay. I'd be fine. Because you have Switch Lite, and then you have Switch Max. I think Switch Max would be a fine name. Not an amazing name, but a fine name, you know? I don't know. Nintendo, I mean, rather famously, Nintendo denied the existence of the, I want to say it was the DS Lite. I know it was one of the DS's. They were like, oh, we're not getting a new DS model up until, like, someone interviewed them the day before. And they were like, no, we're not getting a new DS model. And then the next day they announced, I want to say it was the DS Lite. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, so Nintendo, right, they're not going to say anything until the day comes. That's just kind of how Nintendo works. So we have festival costumes. Oh, and we have these masks. That's good. We're going to buy a few things because we're here. So, but yeah, I'm expecting a new Nintendo Switch model. I mean, I was one of the ones who was thinking that maybe it was going to happen in like March. But based on the fact that the Switch is still selling really well and quarantine, I don't think it's happening anytime soon. I don't know. There was a rumor today that came out about how we might be getting that, according to like an Australian website or something, we might be getting a Breath of the Wild in Q2, which Q2 is... I want to say Q2 starts in what, July? Either July or August. I don't remember. So yeah, that maybe sometime in like August, September, or something like that, we might finally get in. I don't know, because if I remember correctly, I didn't the DS, maybe it was the 2DS, maybe it was the 3DS XL. Didn't those come out in like August and September? Didn't the Switch Lite come out in August? Or like September, or one of those? So I would not be surprised if our new model of the Switch comes out in around like August or September. That's very on par for like Nintendo releasing like these revision console updates. So that wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if it's going to happen, obviously, but that wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. I did not buy... I was going to buy a PS5, but then I decided to hold out and instead wait for a Switch Pro. So I'm still hoping we get that Switch Pro this year. Or, I don't know. Honestly, because everyone uses Switch Pro, I've just kind of grown on the name Switch Pro. I think it's kind of like Untitled Goose Game, even though I wish they had just called it Goose Game. Right, or Project Octopath Traveler, and then they just called it Octopath Traveler. It's just one of those names that people just keep using, and it eventually just grows on you. But Nintendo is weird, so they're probably going to call it the new Nintendo Switch, which is still one of, like, call it this, like, ah, God, it still annoys me that they didn't call it the Super 3DS. You had the 3DS, call it the Super 3DS, like you had the NES, and then you had the SNES, the Super Nintendo. Because you had the Nintendo, then the Super. That one still annoys me. And I know it's, the new Super Mario Brothers games. But I'm willing to at least give the first new Super Mario Brothers game some credit. Because that was the first time we had a classic 2D Mario in like a decade. Because most of the 2D Marios were all the Advanced series, right? Which were just remakes of like 3 and World and whatnot. It's a mess. It's just a fucking mess overall. So do we start breaking axes again? No, we're not doing that today. And I'm definitely going to replace one of these stalls with the new Festival stall. We'll probably wait a little bit to do it. But since we have it, I think we're going to do it. Because we've got our Easter, we've got our Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas and Halloween, we've got the wedding season. I might as well set up a festival stall. Maybe I'll set up a Valentine's Day stall as well. That could be cute. We've got a flower stall, whatever that means. Fireworks. I don't know. But yeah, that's Nintendo Switch. Switch. I don't know. We'll see. I guarantee, even though this recent comment makes it feel like Nintendo's like not denying that it exists. They're just denying that it's coming anytime soon. Because everyone basically knows it's coming, and what this new Switch ends up being, who knows? I mean, I even speculated at one point that this new Switch, right, in the same way the Switch Lite can't be plugged into the TV, what if the new Switch can't be put in handheld mode? I could see that happening. I don't think it will, because the Switch without, like, the Switch without the being able to connect to the TV, I think still kind of works. But I feel like a Switch that couldn't go in handheld mode would kind of suck, you know? I don't know. That's just my opinion on things. So, do I want to do fucking Cyber Shadow today? I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing it. Oh, God. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. God damn. Those Switch God, I don't think any console will ever surpass the PS2 in sales. And it's bullshit. The PS2 being the best-selling consoles of all time it's kind of like saying Tetris is the best-selling game of all time. like, it's kind of true, but it's also kind of bullshit because there's like 1,000 other factors that need to be taken into account. Specifically, that the PS2 didn't go off the market and they didn't stop manufacturing them until 2017, well into the PS4's lifespan. Because, you know, the PS2 was a really good, really cheap DVD player. And Sony kept selling it as a DVD player well into the PS4's lifespan. That's why it's the best-selling console of all time. And maybe we'll do something special. I don't know if it's possible, but maybe we'll mess around with something for Groundhog's Day. Maybe we'll see if we can do it. I don't know if it's possible, but we might try. We might do something tomorrow. Just something dumb. Ooh. Wait, what? Yeah, you know, I don't think we're gonna do Cyber Shadow today. I know I said I was gonna do it, and I've been excited to check it out, because I still haven't played it. But I think we're gonna hold off for another few days. I know, I'm fucking terrible. Especially because we're only just taking a quick look at the game. It's not like we're playing through the entire thing. But yeah, I think we're gonna hold off for another few days. Thursday? Because I'm probably gonna do something dumb for Groundhog's Day tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do something on I thought I had something for Wednesday. Maybe we'll do it on, I don't know. I'm busy Wednesday as well, but maybe we'll do it on Wednesday. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I think we're gonna end off today, and then tomorrow we'll do something dumb for Groundhog's Day. I don't know. I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I have an idea. It's kind of a dumb idea, but it's an idea. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. I'm kind of frazzled today, and I've got tomorrow and Wednesday are super fucking busy for me. But when ain't I busy after all? But yeah, I wanted to go over all those financial numbers because some of that's just fascinating. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.